Y'all ready? Great. Professor G.A. Kavanaugh in 2010 said, acceptance of the status quo suggests a callous indifference to unnecessary human suffering and a violent cynicism with respect to military ethics. For both reasons, it must stop. Now, Drew said that I'm a very talented speaker and I'm distracting you during the round. I'll try not to speak that well. There's a couple things I do need to say, and I'm going to address them as poorly as I can. The first thing we need to address is that of human life. The second thing we need to address is national defense, and there's a couple things I want you to remember under each of those points. However, I have a couple preliminary comments. First thing is topicality. Is this really what we're supposed to be talking about? Is the resolution actually even being discussed in this round? Absolutely. For three reasons. First, Russia must act. The resolution, if Russia didn't act, it would legitimately be non-topical. The resolution includes the nation of Russia for a reason. That's because Russia belongs in the policy-making process of any affirmative team plan. Russia must act. Also, it's normal foreign policy. When the United States makes a policy that is not domestic policy, it invokes or naturally causes some reaction or response or initiative by the nations that it's directed towards. And also keep mentioning this thing about fiat power. I'm not sure how really that relates. Sure, we don't have fiat power over Russia. We have enforcement in our mandates that if they don't comply, which we see that they really actually want to, then we'll implement the 30% tax. I'm not exactly clear on that. Second thing, preliminary comment, justifications. Throughout the entire round, every single one of our justifications has not gone addressed. That of collateral damage that civilians die, this must stop. Secondly is military supremacy. We must preserve the military supremacy of the Russian Federation and the United States. And third, available solution. Russia wants to save human life. Russia wants to join the United States in what the United States is already doing, but they can't. The affirmative gives them the ability to act. And finally, before we get to the two main things this round, is advocacy. Really, well, I have two responses to this. First, she said that really our advocacy is like a string of beads that made a necklace. My partner leaned over to me and said, well, necklaces are pretty. Yeah. Also, my second response is really they never refuted the fact that our advocacy is real-world policy, or is real-world advocacy. That's what they use in Congress. They consult experts. The politicians just don't make policy on their own. If they did, our nation would be a disaster. They consult experts. They compile facts. They look at research, and then they make a policy.